Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we're taking a look at another festival event. It's Tassa's Briny Bounty. Okay, that's an interesting way to call it. So this is supposed to be historic Singleton. But the thing is, I was about to prepare a Singleton deck and whatnot, then I realized, oh no, everyone gets the same deck. And everyone gets what is called an oversized deck, so you can see it's 160 cards. Maybe another 50 or so cards and just print Battle of Wits, then maybe it will make sense. But otherwise here we have I have no idea how mulligans will work and whatnot, because sure, we have like over 60 plus lands. Let's see, how many lands did they give us? 67 lands, that's about close to 2/5. And quite a bit of card draw, but well, also if we take note, yeah, most of it thankfully is in the 1, 2, and 3 slot. That's the majority. But you will get hands where you have to mulligan because you got a ton of 4, 5s, and 6s. Also interesting, we got some with odd activation colors. That would be Sahili, Whisper Agent. Come on, well, it's could at least they couldn't give us Ashok, and Tundra Snapper. So very interesting choices. I'm not gonna go over all of them because there are way too many, and they might not all necessarily be relevant at the time. But important thing to note, this is historic, so we're gonna see a lot of interesting cards from back in the day. And yeah, let's cash in. Check this out. Now, would I rather just have Momir over this? Probably. I personally would prefer Momir, but let's give this one a shot. But the idea here is that this is supposedly oversized Singleton deck and from the most part, a lot of this works around ETB effects. So I'm definitely keeping this one. We got 2 into a 3, and Diamond Mare is not bad as a 2-drop. Could buy us quite a bit of time. Opponent gets to go first. Precog Perception. That's probably good when you get there. Opponent's definitely gonna have a 2-drop. Omen Speaker, that's a good 2-drop. Yeah, I can see everything revolves around ETB effects, so Tassa's gonna be huge here. Also, nice Cryptic Command sleeves. There's Sleep, that's good. One of the classic sweepers, I would say. Let's make sure we click blue. We don't have much of any other color. Yeah, this is the best blue is ever gonna get as far as board wipes concerned. Probably should have paid attention if there were counter spells or not, but definitely we'll just pass. Because we can at least respond. When it goes Omen, okay. I guess we can go Whisper Agent in response. Yeah, sure, we don't exactly have a counter spell. And we'll Surveil. We definitely want... Gadwig's good too. We have the 4th land anyway, so we do have that as an option. I could just play Gadwig for 1. It feels poor, but having the ability to tap something down every time, and well, granted we have 2 instants at this time, so it's not too bad. When it goes for the Octoprophet, so at least we can trade with Whisper Agent. Yeah, Flash is quite good. Opponent's getting quite a lot of Scry, so nothing wrong with that. I might just go for the Gadwig X1. Force our opponent to respond, but at the very least, the most they can do is bounce our stuff back or tap us down. Okay, that's very good. Now, I can just swing with the Whisper Agent just to... Let's offer the trade. We might just trade this for the Octoprophet, which is fine. So, next turn we can precog as an instant, which is very good. We can also Brazen Borrower, that... Basically, Petty Theft Brazen Borrower. That's a nice 1-2 punch if we have to. Yeah, definitely making a trade. Opponent's now at 5 mana. Cavalier of Gales. Probably the worst thing we could face. And do I even want to bounce it with Brazen Borrower? Because I can bounce Omen Speaker and... Oh, bouncing Omen Speaker is not a great idea. Medomai's Prophecy is a good idea though. So Definitely those two. Definitely tapping this. So I need another land. Yes, Arch is okay. Also, I suppose Arch on top. Yeah, sure, Arch on top. And then we can actually swing with Gadwick. So the interesting thing is we have to set it up in a way that we're tapping our opponent's Cavalier down. Opponent goes for the blink. So we're going to bounce the Omen's... Okay, bounce the Omen Speaker. Tap the Cavalier. He can recast it and thank me for that. I'm actually going to thank the opponent for bouncing Gadwick. That gives us more card draw. I definitely want to cast Gadwick X2, so... Oh, I could just cast it X... Wait. So, what am I... Do I cast... Dream Eater's not a bad cast. Signaling everything. Precog Perception's okay too. Probably just say Sleep. Now our opponent might... I didn't see much of... Wait, there might be a counter spell. Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, there are some counter spells. So we don't get the Gadwick and whatnot. We do get the life gain. So even if I take 5, it's okay. I already signaled we're casting Sleep. I can actually just fudge it. No, we're gonna cast Sleep. Mix Lotus. Ooh, nice. Fix it. Give us another land. Yes, perfect. So we will cast said Sleep. Target player. So that at least helps us refill our hand. That's very good. Now we have 2 choices. I'm probably just gonna play Brazen Borrower end of turn. Oh, they actually... I would not be surprised if we have one of each temple. That would, given the deck this thick, you do want to scry a lot. Opponent now has... Ooh. Mass Manipulation or Agent of Treachery would be... That would be so annoying, but... It's down to his last card, so... So what do I bounce? Dream Eater. Return target non-land permanent. Probably the Diamond Mare. Oh, if he's gonna return this, that's perfectly fine. Oh no, he's gonna return Diamond Mare. Of course he's not gonna return this. What's my look at the top card of each player's library. Okay, well that would be actually quite helpful. Look at the top card. Wait. Okay, this is not great. Whose is whose? Okay, well, I should have supposed. So he's got a Tempsis. Okay, we got 8 mana. Wait, Tempsis All-Seeing. Oh, he's gonna start filling this out. I could cast this, then Winged Words. Bit scary. I could also Dream Eater. Wait, this has Flash. That's an option. Actually, wait. Just cast Diamond Mare first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that should be... Okay, make sure it's safe blue. We got the mana for this. Yeah, Cloudkin Seer is not great. No attacks. We're gonna have to wait out on the Tempsis a bit. Okay, we'll let him go for it. Oh, we also have Archer Faraska live. It's been quite a long. Let's see. So I might actually just bounce the Lotus. Right? Okay. What are the cards I don't want? Cloud Conceer, not so... Okay. Do I want lands at this point? Not so much. Do I want Cloud Conceer? Okay, I don't want the Memorial either. I probably want the... I do want the Cloud Conceer. Now I need to bounce something. I'll bounce this. Yes, I want to return it. So I'm gonna have to take 6. That's unfortunate, but I can snipe their Dream Eater. Oh, Tassa into Cavalier would be very interesting. Opponent's forced to cast Tensis again. Uses up all their mana in the process. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. And I can do tap end of turn, so I'm probably gonna tap before combat. So yeah, no attacks. End of turn. Yeah, target up to 1 other creature. And let the annoyance begin. I can actually just tap out the Nyx Lotus just to get out of the way. So I'm gonna bin these 2. Caliphate is okay. Let's just bin these 2. Okay, I'm gonna just bin the Tempsis. Opponent casting Muyan Ling.
The wind whispers secrets. All you have to do is listen.
Yeah, sure.
Do not.
Okay, this might be a problem. Okay, let's tap that out, sure. I'm gonna tap this one just to make sure we don't get hit. Now, here's the caveat. Our opponent can actually... Our opponent's not doing this. He could actually filter out quite a ton of mana just for that. Okay, let's do the math. Cloud Conceer... Because I can swing with Dream Eat. Well, because I can always just keep bouncing this, but I really should be bouncing this. So let's... That gives us 5 mana. I should go for the all 6, I suppose. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, not planning to take a hit. I can also swing a Tassa, that's good. Yeah, we're gonna try to snipe the Mu Yanling. Okay, Phantom Warrior. That'll be annoying. Opponent sacrifices, floats a ton of mana, so he might be trying to go for the dig. And it's a deals damage, so I have to worry about how many cards he sets up. Oh, lets it go. Let's see if I... Okay, guess what I'm bouncing? Tosses Intervention and the lands. Probably want to keep that up. I'm actually going to bounce Mu Yanling back. Just to keep her out of making elementals. That said, we're going to take a big hit here, about 11 points.
Many have challenged me over the ages. None have prevailed.
Opponent's probably deciding also if they should start doing the filter plan. So yeah, we're taking 11. Might need to start holding up mana. The important thing is that... Okay, good. Did not set up blockers, so I can snipe Muyanding. I can bounce one of these guys back. So, what are the things we need to do? We need to be able to tap one down, so we need to hold up. Okay, this is 8 mana. We need to hold up 4, so actually just cast nothing. Yeah, opponents not been using Attempts. They have all the mana. In fact, they could draw so many cards just from that. So we're gonna bounce our... Yeah, bounce our Dream Eater. Yeah, sorry, sorry, there's lag. It's been 2 of these. Yeah, I do want 1 land up. And opponent's trying to be annoying. Unfortunately, sorry, it's lagging. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah. Now let's see gameplay. Yeah, you have to do disable emotes. It's unfortunate, but that's how it works. You don't get the mute button anymore. I think that's a big mistake. You really should have the mute button available. Magic mirror. Okay, sure, you can have a magic mirror. Okay, opponent going for the Tempsis, so this is 6. Actually, not too bad. We can just... Okay, we'll let that go. Yeah, because all I have to do is just tap both of these and swing. And that would be it. Yeah, so Tassa, Deep Dweller, very broken in a deck well designed. Well, also broken if your opponent doesn't draw their own and keeps forgetting to use the Tempsis. Yeah, very sad that that's how you disable emotes now. I don't need to emote everyone. I just need to emote certain... I don't need to disable everyone's emotes. I only need to disable some people, so... Well, but we did get an... There we go. That's our first win. It did take us quite a while. Something to... Yeah, something for us to be concerned about when... But whoever can do the long-term control game plan. So it's really whoever can hit their first Tassa, so... Definitely playing the chart, of course. We're going to dig through and discard 1. We'll see if we can hit our... It's all card draw except for Hypnotic Sprite. Actually, playing the Hypnotic Sprite's also an option. Move opponent plays Mistcloak Herald. Okay. Well, we're definitely charting a course. And there's no Curious Obsession, which is good news. Spectral Sailor. Opponents... Yeah, sometimes you randomly get that plan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sure, let's cast this. Draw 2 cards. Forced to discard 1. We'll discard this island. So that's how it goes sometimes. We're gonna take more damage. Exclusion me. Okay, at least we didn't have to worry about that much. Counter target spell converted mana cost 3 or less. There's a good chance this could be a dud also. I could just play Gadwick X0, so we have something to block Exclusion Mage. I could also hold... Yeah, what are the odds our opponent has another... You know what? Let's start having a board presence. Yes, it's gonna be a 0. We need to have a bit of a board presence at this point. Also, we can buy our Chart a Course back. Oh, opponent goes for the draw card instead, so... Yeah, we'll take... There, we started limiting the damage, that's good. House's Oracle. That does not have Flash. Yes, we'll put that on top. You know what? Yeah, tap this. Then allows us to draw cards, so I will do that. Yeah, tap something, anything. Okay. And I could kind of hold back, but we'll just keep taking damage from this. I could start swinging in. We'll start taking damage from here. Yeah, we'll start swinging in. We'll offer the trade. Or so we'd be at 5 mana. I will. Oh, it's still drawing cards. So okay, Blast Zone. Yeah, I will definitely trade. I hope our opponent accidentally blows up their stuff. No, well, that's way too cruel. Let's see. Oh, Brandborn Cutthroat. That's an option. I could also just play Sir Eleonora. Considering we don't have much to play on our opponent's turn. In fact, our opponent conceded. That was so strange. I'm guessing what happened is our opponent had a lot of... Yeah, the fact our opponent was drawing cards probably indicates that they did not have enough gas. They might have been having a full grip of lands. So, yeah, we kind of survived that second game. Well, slightly undeservedly. And that's a nice Caliphate. So, let's see if we can get one more win. Oh, man. Yeah, I really should not be sighing and all that, but, well, sometimes that's how things go when your city's in lockdown. And I know not everyone's in lockdown. Okay, so definitely keeping this one. Probably will not... Well, we do have some turn 1, turn 2 plays. This is the only outlier. Yeah, submit. Yeah, play this one. Let's go for a slight aggro play, though I doubt that's gonna work. It's not like we have... Not like Blue Spectacle or something. Opponent has their own Mistcloak Herald. Okay, so that's a dud. And this is an instant, so that's also kind of a dud. Well, Thassa's Oracle's not gonna be a dud. In fact, we can dig quite a bit. Opponent goes Medumize Prophecy, so that's a free scry. I might just let this run down, or I could just take the damage and bounce it with Stern Dismissal. And the scry helps him quite a bit, but I don't want him to draw cards immediately. So I need to decide. I'll take the damage. And still stuck on lands, but... I might be able to slip this Thassa's Oracle, dig for a land. That sounded horrible, but we did convince our opponent to recast this, so we bought some time. No, I hope our opponent does not have a Mystical Dispute. That would be so painful. Yeah, you should thank us. We gave you a free scry. Benthic Biomancer. Okay, that's free. So we need to dig for a land. Put one on top and the rest in the bottom, definitely. And we don't get to draw it either, so we're only setting up the next turn. But I can cast this, then yeah, we have a bit of a setup. Yeah, given the time that we have, I'm only gonna swing with this. And yeah, I'll probably just play this now. Sure, we could play it end of turn, but we have to remember our opponent does have counter spells. Even if it's just Disdainful Stroke, that's still a counter spell. Probably should have paid more attention to our deck list. Oh, opponent going for the Heraldic Banner. Oh, opponent has the Phantom Warrior, so thank goodness we got Ichthyomorphosis. And we can cast it on our opponent's turn. That's not bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna swing with the Mistcloak Herald. Yeah, we're going for the draw card plan. So if it will convince our opponent there. So it will still be a 1/1, but it won't be unblockable, which is the important part because I already have one to deal with. Opponent's up 2 mana. And 4. Yeah, we're gonna be ticked down by this one. I don't think there's a way out unless we can bounce it or somewhat. Anticipate's not bad. Okay, I need another land up top. Chart of course is okay too. I probably will just bin that one. So considering I can only block this. I can only one place Brineborn Cutthroat. Let's see if he goes for the flash block. Oh, it doesn't go for the flash block. But it does mean we're going to be taking some damage. Opponent now knows we have a Chart of course up top. Yeah, we can Scarlet Mantle in response. Yeah, Tassa would be very painful for us. They can get rid of the Ichthyomorphosis. We're already way behind us in this. Opponent plays Mantle of Tides. Then free draw. So we can make Wave Break a tree trees at least. Opponent going for the equip instead. Let's see how our opponent attacks. Okay. So we will get a free card draw with this tool. Yeah, it's first spell on your opponent's turn. So definitely Wave Break. Yeah, there's our free card draw. There's our Chart of course. Gets hexproof. Can't block this. Can block this. Probably want to block this instead. But we're still in danger of dying. So I'm probably just gonna Chart a course now. I do have an okay, draw 2, discard 1, that's fine. But we need to hold up Miss Cloak here. We need to hold up these guys now. I can keep that. I can swing with this, I guess. But yeah, we're probably not going to win just off the back of our opponent being able to take us down with Miss Cloak Herald. Heraldic Banner, that's a... yeah, they fit well. So we can at least get a free draw off Anticipate. In fact, yeah, we will... next Lotus, okay, sure. Thankfully, ETB's tap. What are the odds that we can get an unsummon? I know, but we already used a Stern Dismiss. Okay, Diamond Knight not there. Ooh! Okay, so put one of them in your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Definitely putting that in hand. Shame we can't bounce this. We need a different spell, but we did force our opponent to replay both. 5. I guess I could just play this. Then yeah, because he equips this again. I can swing with this one. Force him to make the trade. Oh, just take the hit. That's not bad. The opponent's slightly... well, he does have all the mana in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll have enough mana to cast into the story, but not like I want to. Opponent goes attempts this, so yeah, we are way behind now. I actually forgot this was actually an M20. View printed card. Okay. Got hit by our own Ichthyomorphosis, so that's not okay. Not good, but we're still at least getting kicked down. But we'll lose next turn. Yuck. Yeah, that's good game. I draw 4 cards, but there's the Tassa. There's the Sleep. That would have been great. But nope, not gonna be able to win that one. Yeah, just not enough damage on board. So surprisingly, you can get an aggro start with that setup, and it's actually a good decision. It makes the deck very unpredictable. So there are many things to look out for. So at least you're not overly comfortable, no matter what the situation is. Also means that you have to be more tactically flexible rather than strategically flexible. Like, you don't have... Sure, there's the great overarching plan, but you have to play around it. Now, this one is very slow. I get nothing for the first few turns. Get a run aground and these two. I'm gonna actually... Well, we have 3 mana. And a midnight clock. I'm gonna take a risk on mulligan. This is much better, so I will bin the Thunderous Snapper. There actually is a Curious Obsession, so we will do Tassa's Oracle turn 2. When it goes Nightveil Sprite, so that's a lot of Surveil bonuses. Yeah, have to do the Tassa's Oracle. Feels like a throwaway. Definitely want to keep these 2 on top. Oh, I get to only keep one of them on top, so probably the Tricks. I do have a Temple of Deceit to give me an extra. And I can also just play Sailor if needs to give me an extra token as well. Opponent kept... What's this? Surveil 1 kept the card on top. I'll just play the Sailor if means. Let's not tip our opponent off quite yet. In fact, if we draw into another land, it does allow us to play Tricks. I also could have played it off the token, but not gonna quite do that. Yeah, considering our opponent kept the 1 card on top, well, they could have kept 1 top, 1 bottom. And it's still hitting us for... Well, we know he kept both on top, so it's probably going to keep this one on top also. Okay, so here's the play. Depending on what our opponent drops... Okay, if we can draw another land, we can play Tricks. Also, well, at least a land that doesn't come in play tapped. Otherwise, I just play the Temple, play the Curious Obsession. That's... Okay, opponent not playing anything. In fact, I can swing with this now. Wait for our opponent to tap out, then play Tricks. Sure, he could have a bounce in response, but it does force our opponent to use up resources. Okay, opponent did not scry, so... Opponent's hit 1, 2, 3... 5 lands? Yeah. I need more indication than this. It's nice that they bring up the tab when you hit 5 lands already, but probably could use it when you hit more. Opponent finally surveils a land off. They also dumped the Diviner's Lockbox. Was never a fan of it. Yeah, sorry for the miss of the clicks and whatnot. Opponent sounds like they're holding a counterspell, so I'll pass. In fact, I'll play Temple of Deceit since mana's not so much. Well, I could have just played Water Knot's fine. In fact, we're kind of playing a shell game of sorts. Need to be careful. Even if our opponent goes for the... Well, it's probably the best time, but they might have a disdainful stroke, so... Still gonna pass. Opponent's eventually gonna have to drop something big. Or it could be that we're both waiting on each other. That's a possible thing as well. Because I can play Water Knot, counter something, then I play Curious Obsession, then start the... Opponent goes Unexplained Vision. Completely taps out, so that's my benefit, I guess. I also have the 5 mana, so I can Tricks in response. Tricks in response, knock on wood, there is no Mystical Dispute. In fact, I probably should just play Tricks in... Because I do want him to swing with this. Opponent is taking their... Wait. They drew the tree... Oh, they're not on the Scry tree part. And they like what they see on top, so that might be a problem. Did skip the land play, so probably doesn't have any. Oh, that did earn a concession. Probably our opponent was holding a counter spell. Well, there we go. Sometimes it just takes a small victory to get an even bigger victory. And that is pretty much it for the Hidden Depths deck. It's... Okay, let's satisfy my curiosity. Is there a Mystical Dispute? It's in the 3 mana slot. It's also not sorted. And there is no Mystical Dispute. Okay, so what were the actual counter spells here? Well, there's also no Spell Pierce. Okay, in terms of instance, Turn Dismissal and Summon. There's a Hypnotic Sprite. Disdainful Stroke, Essence Scatter, Negate. Starlit Mantle, kind of. Thassa's Intervention. A lot of X spells. Okay, Brazen Borrower, kind of. Sinister Sabotage. Actually, we saw that, so I should remember that. Anything on the 4 mana slot? No. None on the 5. Is there even a 5 mana? I think there was a 5 mana counter spell, but that might have been Amonkhet block. And yeah, so only a few counter spells. Most of the and we don't have any of the really obnoxiously good ones, so at least we're pretty much free to play almost anything here. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. This is a very simple event. Could have used more. That was a Wave Break Hippocamp. That was a good reminder of my loss there. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everyone. Yeah, stay home for the time being. Just give it a few weeks. Knock on wood, everything should be fine.